Alright, let's start.
Alright.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Let's get straight into this. So we got brother Mo, brother Elmz, and myself Ibz, and we're just gonna be discussing a bunch of topics with you lot. So any of the brothers wanna jump in?
Alright, so this podcast obviously called Mad in the Dunya, because obviously too much madness going on in the dunya. We need to just like talk about it on everything there, you know what I mean? So yeah, man.
Yeah. So anyway, getting straight into it. The first topic that we thought is prevalent amongst the Muslims, and all of our topics aren't going to be based on Muslims or what Muslims are going through, but this one just happens to be about the Dawah scene, really.
Yeah, man. It's a bit mad, isn't it? Like, what's going on these days? What's going on? Like, yo, you got the whole Dawah situation.
Rashid as well.
Yeah, that's a little bit mad. It's all a bit mad.
And just to put a disclaimer out there, we're not looking to give any Dawah ourselves, or be a part of that Dawah scene. Yeah.
Not part of that madness at all. Go on, carry on though.
Yeah, so yeah, just what we see, we comment on, and that's it really. So yeah, every week will be different things. Whatever we see, we'll comment on, and yeah, we're not really looking for publicity. We're not putting our faces out there. It's just yeah, we're discussing it.
Yeah. I just feel like a lot of things need to be talked about, man. Like you see, like I feel like in terms of audio, like you got women on YouTube talking, which is cool. I ain't sexist and I'm like, I got a problem with that. But I'm saying a lot of the times, you know, like on YouTube, there's, I don't know, it's just the sisters talking. It's not, you don't really get brothers like that.
What do you mean?
Really, I don't know, like in terms of like
on YouTube.
Yeah, like you got like who you got like Sid and Dina. You got them lot that talk about certain things.
Oh, I see. Yeah, but them lot. Alright, seeing as we put.
Calm down,
Yeah, no, they calm. I ain't got a problem with them.
Nah, but
saying,
do you know what? I have. Let me tell you why.
What's this?
Let me tell you why. I didn't actually know about them before, yeah. And then recently I've heard about them, and someone sent me a video and said, "Bro, what do you think about this?"
Oh, which one was it? Because it got some mad stuff.
Okay, I've only seen one video. That's it. So you lot what?
I watch them not regularly, but.
Yo, you lot.
I watch them.
But to be honest, I've seen most of this, to be honest with you.
I watch
like,
most. I have to 8%.
Not most of their stuff, but you know when they're like dealing with dilemmas and
that's
stuff.
the one I watch.
Yeah,
I watch 8% of those ones.
So what? Sid and what's her name? Dina. Yeah. So
Man, act like you don't.
No. Wallahi, I'm not interested. Wallahi, I'm not interested. That's why when you lot said it, I was shocked. So what I was saying, yeah, someone sent me that video, and it's about someone saying that he or she, I can't remember, they want to marry a Shia.
Okay, now I thought.
You know about that one?
I must have seen that.
Watched that.
So she was a bit smart about this, yeah. And she said, I'm not. I think she said something like, I'm not too sure, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
there might be differences.
Huh? Who wanted to marry Shia?
I can't
Bro,
remember.
you just wanted to go in deep like that, straight away.
No, the brother or the sister didn't know. I can't remember who emailed, right? It was her brother or sister. But either way, they said I want to marry Shia. Yeah. This her husband.
Yeah.
He was saying, do it. You know, it's not a problem. You can appreciate people's differences. Me and Dina have differences, and we get on with it. But this guy's talking about differences in cooking styles, and this is Aqidah, bro. Like you can't. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's saying, yeah, it's fine. Go for it. So that's why I'm saying with us, we had to make it clear to begin with that we're not on that flex about da'wah or anything, and we're not out here giving fatwas.
We're not knowledgeable like that, innit?
No fatwa.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not knowledgeable like that. So we can't do that.
No.
But boy, bare people not knowledgeable. Obviously, like what you just said.
Yeah.
Allahu A'lam what they said, innit? Because I don't record that one. I don't think I've seen that.
He goes basically, if you can get on and you're both good people, do your thing. But I'm not really.
I think you lot might not agree with what I'm about to say now, yeah. But like, you see with the deen, like a lot of people are ignorant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, even when it comes to this whole Shia Sunni thing, yeah. Like, I feel like a lot of the time you need to judge a person individually, because they might not hold them sort of, like, I don't want to say mad, but like they might not hold those Aqidah views.
No, I see what you're saying.
You're like you're saying that obviously Shia is not, there's so many different sects within them, innit?
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like a lot of people, like, you know, like a normal person, like a lot of them, like they might say, yeah, I'm Sunni. That, to be honest with you, don't even hear that too much, really. Well, I don't anyway. I don't know about you lot, but even when people may sort of associate themselves with a specific sect or something, when you speak to them, they don't really know what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I think a lot of people are like that.
Yeah. No, I agree. But I think even then, someone in his position shouldn't be saying. That's what I'm saying. I definitely agree with you. If someone's not really, especially with the Shia sect, there's one.
But for him, he's just answering it correctly, though, innit? He's just saying, you can marry
bro,
me.
how could you not come from like you?
But I don't know, man, what he's thinking, bro. I think he's just out there. you know what I mean? He's just thinking, yo, let me just answer the question, innit? You know,
Yeah.
he's thinking like,
That's what I'm
he's
saying.
not contemplating.
You go. All right. Say for
contemplating
example.
what is actually.
No, but how did he?
You know what I mean? Like,
No, but how did he conclude it though? Because like,
for him, Shia might be calm though.
But
Before that, he thinks maybe Shia is calm. Like, but then again, yo, Shia and Shia are like.
Yeah, but that's because he hasn't studied it, innit?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if
That's
someone,
what I'm saying
we've got an email account set up here. If someone emails us saying that, I don't know, I'm looking to get a heart transplant, right?
Yeah.
We're not gonna give them advice, are we? Because we don't know that field. We're not gonna say, look, the best heart to get is, you know what I'm saying? So in
Or you get from there and there.
yeah, exactly. So someone in that position,
Yeah.
he should know straight away that, look, if I got an email.
Yeah.
And obviously us lot, we know a little bit about Shia and Sunni. Not nowhere near enough, but a little bit.
Yeah.
Even then, I wouldn't feel comfortable if someone said to me,
But
should I marry
that's the
Shia?
thing though,
I'll say,
bro.
look,
Like,
I don't
because
know.
you know a little bit about it, you know not to go there and talk about them. Kind
Exactly.
Of thing. Because he doesn't know. Because let's say the general Muslims out there that don't know much,
Yeah.
they think Shia is calm, innit?
Yeah.
They think, yo, it's calm.
Even
they don't
like-
even
even
they just
like-
think, yo, that's a Shia, I'm Sunni. But it's calm, innit?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's what
we're
they're thinking.
Muslim,
We're all Muslims, innit?
Yeah.
They come under the umbrella of Islam and Muslim, and I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
But
But
the
again,
real
I
reality
get-
is,
yeah.
I don't want to talk about Shia too much. To get me, it seems like we're too much. That's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But certain Shias and sects don't follow.
Yeah, but some of them are calm.
Some
But
of them are completely
no,
fine.
that's what I'm saying to you. So I don't know, man. It's a bit
Yeah,
different.
but
No,
you
I'm
got
saying,
some
you know
people
what,
claiming,
just go
yeah, but
back
then
to my
again, you
original-
got like some people claiming like to be Sunni and they're doing a madness. Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
Of course.
Exactly.
So
That's
it's
what
like
I'm saying. Well, exactly
you got
the
people from
That's the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
just going back to my.
Well, I have to throw that in there.
But just going back to the original point, just so people don't think that I'm anti-Shia.
Yeah.
I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is, regardless of the comment, I'm just saying he shouldn't be commenting on those beliefs.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah,
that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
Yeah, yeah.
because he said marry a Shia, that's the problem. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying the problem is the topic,
Yeah.
the entire topic.
To be
he
honest
shouldn't
with
be
you, like, even though you've explained a little bit, you're not gonna be, well, you can, to be honest with you, but let's not do that. Like, I don't know, I don't think I've watched that video, so
I know
I
what
can't
you're
really
saying,
comment
I
on it.
can't
Like,
comment.
But
you know what I mean?
going back
Yeah.
to your point originally, your original point was people are out there doing these videos, and
Yeah.
I'm saying yes, it's good, but also it's harmful. And now this brings us obviously to the main topic, which
Yeah.
is the Dawah scene and what's happening in the Dawah scene.
Yeah.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah, so
Because indirectly, even them, man, like, even though they're not really claiming to be like doing that or nothing, indirectly, I guess they are, innit? Like, kind of. I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like being Muslim and just being in the public to whatever capacity
That's Dawah.
is dawah, bro.
Yeah, what is good or bad Dawah?
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Of course. Forget public, man. Even if you're walking around and you're not in the public eye, you're indirectly giving Dawah, aren't you?
Yeah,
Really?
no,
because
it's
whatever you do,
Whatever you're doing, it people
yeah,
pick up on it.
that's why, you know, when I was living in London, man, I would get on the tube innit, and certain times I see brothers with big beards
Yeah.
talking crud, like,
Bro, that
and
happens.
when they're
That's not
talking,
just London, bro.
no, but what I'm saying,
But no, but he's giving you that.
Yeah,
I'm giving
yeah,
example
yeah,
from my
yeah,
experience.
But you see that
on the
street.
tube, but I'm saying I'd be around like normal average white people and they'd be dead. And when I say talking crud, I don't mean just swearing. That's normal. I'm saying
Wait,
I'm talking.
definition is normal, average.
Yeah,
what it
that's
is, but
normal.
I
That's
see
normal.
where
That's
you're coming
normal.
from,
No, that's normal. I'm
Yeah.
talking about what they got up to last night with a woman. That kind of stuff. How they did it and how.
Yeah, but you know what it is?
No, I'm just listening, bro. I'm very.
and you see that in itself is that in
No,
itself
but like,
is,
like, when you're saying you see Muslims, like, obviously, I'm assuming you don't know these people. You're just literally just seeing them, and they're talking all this madness. But like, obviously, you have to bear in mind nowadays, like, a beard is fine. Well, how would they wearing like
no,
a
but
photo or
no,
like
but when a
a
white
kufi or whatever the hell you call it?
no, but when a white person has a beard, people say hipster, whatever. But as soon as a Muslim has a beard,
Yeah, but
straight,
bro, it's
even if it's for
fashion,
fashion, they'll know he's doing it for Islam.
He's doing it for Islam.
Yeah, he's having a beard for the sake of his deen.
Nah.
From
You
a
know
white
what?
person's perspective,
know,
if they
you
see
know,
you, if they see
I
you
think-
with a beard,
wallahi,
would they think that's fashion?
You know what it is?
For
though?
you, I can't.
Well, yeah,
you
think it's like
straight away. You get me, but
you
again,
think Islam, yeah.
I don't know,
But bro,
man.
you know what it is? I feel like I just look super pious, bro. Like, you know, it's mad. I'm not saying there's like noor on my face or nothing, but I'm just saying that. I'm not saying that, innit? But like, I just feel like I look super pious. Like, I don't want to look super pious, but I just look super pious, bro. I don't know. Like, even if I didn't have a
But
beard,
that's what I'm trying to say though. There's some brothers that out there who've got beards.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily praying or anything.
Yeah.
That's a minor. I'm not even saying just
That's
because
not
they don't
bro,
pray.
that's not
No. I'm saying like don't just because someone's not praying doesn't mean they can't have the beard.
No, of course.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say.
of course not.
So but what I'm trying to say is on public transport
Yeah.
and saying all that madness, then it comes across quite bad.
But you know what it is? I see certain Muslim brothers, yeah? Obviously, like, they're Muslim or whatever, and they have beards, like, bigger than mine. And like you don't associate. You wouldn't really associate him with Islam due to that. I don't know. You just some people, man, they just got that look. It's a bit weird.
Some because the way they
Like even
But does a white person know that? That's what I'm trying to say. Not when I say white, I mean non-Muslims. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know, man, because it is fashion. Like I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, that's the problem. Like if you know for sure, then okay, there's no issues. But if you don't know and a non-Muslim doesn't know, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I hear that. But you know what it is? A lot of brothers just generally nowadays they just have like brothers that are like, as you said, like brothers that don't pray and all them type of things there, like that do get up to crud, like they have beards nowadays, man. Everyone just had a beard nowadays, man.
got beard
It's not like it's well kept though. Them brothers keep it well kept, mashallah. You know? Well, not me.
Trying to say, bro?
You know me, yeah. With my beard, I've had struggles, bro. Like I think until what do you think of it now, though? Like, does it look right?
you straightened it, innit?
I blow dried it.
I was gonna say,
I reckon, if you do that more regularly, you'll be alright.
Bro, I do it every day, though.
So I don't have the time.
I know, man.
Oh, don't take that.
Well,
It's part of my-
I'm not talking about my. I don't even have a beard properly.
Yeah.
Like not like you guys anyway. But hair wise,
Yeah.
I don't have like I literally grab some wax and 2-minute job.
But how long have you been doing that for, though? Because I think that's your sort of daily routine.
Yeah, that's a norm for you.
Yeah, but
'Cause
blow
me, my
drying,
day-
yeah, that's
yeah.
like 10 minutes.
Not really, bro. But yeah, you can kind of say that. It's not really that much, but yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Nah, but it's just like I get up, I have a shower. As soon as I get out of the shower, I have like a certain routine that I do. You get what I'm trying to say?
I'm not
And that's
good
just
with
a part of
routines.
my routine.
I lack routine in my life. Like, I wake up before I get to work. I have a glass of milk because I don't have the patience to have a routine and wake up, have breakfast, and then do this, do that. Wake up, put my clothes on, drink milk, and then out.
I think most people, I see it now. I don't know if most people like it. You know?
You have a choice to make in the morning. Either you
Wallahi,
be in
got a
bed for
choice,
10
innit?
minutes extra.
Yeah, I'd rather have 10 minutes with breakfast. But again, I take my breakfast to work with me, man. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
But then again, that's the thing, innit? Sometimes, innit? Well,
yeah.
Everyone's different, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
certain man got that routine, innit? You know what I mean? It's like, it's like that every day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What?
So,
But I don't know how we got to this from beers, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Not even
I know.
beers, like, we're talking
Beers,
about
to
dancing.
get me. Let's go back to what the Dawah scene and,
Yeah.
and let's go into it. Innit?
What's that thing that you were saying? Something about Dawah, man. Like you done something recently. What's that?
So yeah, before we get into that, I want to quickly say that the only reason we're even mentioning his name is because we're kind of going by their policy really, in terms of if you put something out in the public, and they're gonna address it in terms of attacking Sheikh Haytham. And obviously everyone's got different views on different scholars, so we're not even going to go into that. So
Let's not go into that.
yeah, let's not. We're
There's
not
no
going to
point,
go.
there's no point.
Exactly,
Wallahi,
we're
there's no point.
not going to go into that.
Because no
So
one agrees in it.
Sheikh Haytham, Sheikh Yasir Qadi, you know,
He
he came out.
That's not really Sheikh to get me.
Yeah.
Wallahi, that's not Sheikh for certain man, the minute.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, innit?
I'm not saying whether that is for me or not.
I'm not gonna say likewise.
Yeah.
Wallahi, likewise. But
But
'cause I don't wanna
he
go-
came out and he said, that man came out and said, what not about these guys, and then he justified it by saying they're in the public eye, therefore I'm attacking them, and you know, for him that's justified.
Yeah.
So therefore we're doing that
Yeah, man.
in terms of just to, you know, bring people to sense in the sense that, especially young people, you know, young people, they see a video, and I actually had a little cousin.
no, but
Mine's
younger.
younger,
I'm
bro.
talking about like.
Hey,
Between
my age,
that-
bro. No, don't expose my age. bro.
No, I'm not supposed to. Look at that.
No, but young as
16,
even younger, man, even younger.
Well, yeah, even younger. But okay, let's
14,
say
15.
Listen to these man them, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, nice. You know
let's
what?
be honest, man. They're gonna get confused, man. Like
You know that, for example, on that brother's videos, yeah, that man or whatever. Like when I
Or whatever, you know,
whatever,
exactly.
whatever. Like obviously,
Yeah.
whatever he's called in it. Like obviously they call him that. They call him Imran, so whatever his name is in it.
What's
like-
like? Cool. Carry on.
Yeah. So like you know when you go through his like YouTube comments or whatever, then you kind of obviously certain people might have like a fake pictures of or whatever, but it just seems like a lot of kids, bro. And like even with if you go on Twitter, the people interacting with him, a lot of youth, bro. I don't see like big people listening to him. It's like
What do you mean big?
the slightly I
older
don't know,
people?
man. Like
Like what? 30 plus, 25 plus. What are you looking at?
yeah,
Nah, you know what,
even
the-
brothers the same age as him. Really, I don't really.
How old is he again?
He's like 26.
26, yeah.
About 26, 27,
Who?
something like
That
that.
one.
That one.
Yeah.
Is he?
I think he's a bit older than that.
Oh no, he isn't. He's a bit.
I don't-
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
he
I
looks-
think-
he looks
It doesn't
like
matter,
that.
regardless. He's
Yeah,
in 20,
yeah.
he's in the 20s. Clearly, he's in the 20s, isn't it?
Yeah,
That man
late-
mentioned.
late 20s.
That man talk about man. I never she keeps saying about brothers in the late in the
Yeah,
20s.
yeah,
So I'm gonna say go by that.
But you know,
Yeah.
quickly going back to that point of you know, the sheikh thing we were talking about certain people and sheikh and so on.
Yeah.
You know what, the fundamental point here is respect. You know,
Yeah.
so that's what it comes down to. So
But, like-
whether you know sheikh, like for example, you know, in the Arab world, older people, they might have zero knowledge, but when they're addressed, they're addressed as sheikh.
Yeah.
Older people, right? You go to the masjid, you see someone old, you say Assalamu alaikum sheikh.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Even with Asians, you say the uncle or something.
Yeah, exactly. Uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I see Asians don't really say uncle, innit? Like, I don't know, but like.
But yeah,
just
they
English,
say.
but yeah.
How do you say? How do you say?
It's not like an Urdu word or nothing, but yeah.
How's the Urdu word though? Like,
I don't know. I don't know these things, bro.
Oh yeah,
What's
just for listeners, the makeup of this group is we've got one Pakistani brother, one Somali, and one Bengali. So so the views would be a bit different. And to be honest, certain things we don't even know about how one culture looks at certain things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But bro, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, obviously I'm the Pakistani, innit? But man's not really in touch with the community like that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
or lie, you're not.
Yeah, it's a bit mad.
Get me? I think you're more in touch with your community, I would say.
Yeah, to be honest, I visited Bangladesh.
Yeah.
I visited Bangladesh and many times actually. So so when I go there, I try and be. Do you know what the mad thing is? When you go out to, I don't know about you lot actually.
I don't know. Have you been back to?
Yeah,
Somalia?
I've been back home. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you go back, no matter how much you try and fit in with them, they still know you're from England. And
Yeah.
that's why I don't like.
Bro, you know
that's why I don't
the
like.
weirdest thing is, like, I went to Pakistan, obviously, man, like, I'm not regular, like, I don't go to Pakistan regularly, innit? I've only ever been there once.
Far from regular.
Went there when I was like, I don't know, like 13, 14 or something like that.
Yeah, that's now, yeah.
For like a month or something.
Yeah.
And that's the only time. But yeah, like, you know when you're going out, to random places, like, obviously, you know, in your local area over there or whatever, people know that you're not from there, innit? Because obviously you're seeing a new face.
Is that why you reckon?
Huh?
You reckon that's why?
No, but that's my local area. I'm saying, forget the local area. Even when I go out, like, to
Yeah,
other
people
cities
know,
and stuff,
people
people know, they just pick it up.
I think
it's mad.
it's the way you. I think it's the way you walk and the way you. I don't know. Something
Definitely, it's the way you walk and that you clock on like.
Clothes.
Because I was wearing a thobe
Nah,
one
bro,
time.
'cause I'm wearing the exact same thing as
I
them.
was back home. I was wearing a thobe one time. Yeah.
Man, just
I
extra
know.
sexy.
It's like, man was just like some two people that walking past and they're like, yo, why is he walking like that? Because obviously they think a man's righteous, innit? But then they're thinking they're thinking why is he
walking
like
like a deviant,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They think why is he walking like that? You get me? There's not. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we walk a bit different compared to them, innit? Apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What do you think? What confidence? Do you think that's what it is? Like when you're walking from England, you're confident.
No, because a bit of swagger to it. I think that's what it is like. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, like, I wasn't even putting. I wasn't even trying to show off. Like, man, that's how a man walks, innit?
Yeah.
And they just clocked and say, oh, why is he walking like that? You know, I can hear them. I'm thinking.
Nah, but that might be specific to you, bro.
It might be, innit? It might be, but the thing is, I've seen people talk about that as well. They can clock on how they walk and, do you know what I mean? It's just certain behaviours are like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it is.
What are you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, if someone's listening, man, we bring up the Dawah scene and we move on.
Wallahi,
We
we
move
very
on 2 minutes.
swiftly. But let's quite go back again. Wallahi, let's actually go into it, innit? Like,
Yeah,
the certain thing we want to talk about, a specific video out there that
Yeah.
recently got released by, if I'm correct, is it our man and his team?
Yeah,
they released it, innit? Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
want to say they released it, yeah, and then
Yeah, so
Karen, you wanna?
you lot don't know about it, innit?
Nah,
So that's
I don't
the
think I
thing.
do anyway. I might.
Okay, so I was actually told about it today. So and the video is about 2-3 weeks old.
Okay, I might.
So yeah, it's quite.
Is it the one in the park?
It's in the it's in the park.
Oh,
Have you seen it? You seen it?
I've seen it. I think Mo's seen it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, you have seen it. You have seen it.
Yeah. Well,
Furthermore, we've talked about it, but before I
Okay, so
think
everyone knows.
I definitely watched it.
we're talking about when Adnan Rashid Mohammed Hijab or whatever his name is. He was
comes
there.
in. Yeah,
He comes in right at the end.
Right then, and Sheikh Mohammed is talking in between them as well.
Yeah,
That's that one.
Yeah.
You know Sheikh Mohammed.
Okay, yeah, I see this. Carry on.
What, you want me to describe the video still?
You can't
Yeah,
describe
for
the video
the
for
listeners
the
and that.
listeners
Okay,
out there.
so-
100%.
So from what I've seen, obviously they got beef because of other reasons in the past, because him coming out and talking about Sheikh Yasir Qadi, Sheikh Haytham.
It's mainly to do with Sheikh Haytham.
Well, like Sheikh Haytham, I think
That's the main thing.
Adnan Rashid, I think it's Sheikh Haytham al-Haddad. I think that's what it is.
But
That's the one.
what he's supporting Sheikh Haytham.
He's saying, but like, you know the way he talks, he's saying something like, obviously he's saying he himself, he doesn't agree with these particular people with everything
Yeah.
they say, but he's saying just the fact that they're learned people, they've dedicated their life to this,
Yeah.
and like
That's what we were talking about earlier as well, isn't it? Really, like, that's what we were talking about in terms of regardless of what they say and so on. Like, I mean, go on. Sorry,
Like,
you
you see,
your point.
alright, just to touch on the topic that you just sort of brought up, like with me specifically, like if someone's dedicated their life to studying something in regards to the deen, yeah, like whichever sect they may be, which it sounds kind of mad, yeah, because obviously certain sectors are a bit mad and that, like, but
Let's not
I
go into-
still,
don't-
let's not get into
let's not even
that.
get into
But I have a level of respect for them simply because they dedicated their life to this. Do you get what I'm trying
Put
to
time
say?
into
Obviously,
it.
but you know what the problem is? Like, obviously, you got like some people that go madrasa and whatnot, and they're moving a bit wild, but they just seem to be there. Like, I don't know. It's just like
What do you mean they're moving wild? Like,
they're just moving wild, bro. Like,
What, put on their personal life.
after that, during while they're there, studying.
even whilst they're there, bro, you hear about bullying and all this.
No, but
There was that little kid, like a year or two ago, or maybe not even a year ago. Just like, but either way, it's not too long ago.
okay, but
That,
how?
he committed suicide,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he used to go to a madrasa. Was it a madrasa?
Nah, that was a young kid.
Yeah.
I don't know
Where
if
that
it
take? Was up north, probably, innit?
yeah, up north,
Allahu
up
Akbar,
north.
man, I really-
11-year-old boy, yeah.
Yeah, he
No,
committed
no.
suicide.
But I think that was a normal school, you know.
Yeah, but I even hear about like there's one brother from like he's local to me basically, and he's like a lot of sort of Islamic events and stuff. So I kind of met him through that. He's a bit younger though, but I was speaking to him and he was saying like even when he used to go to Tablighi Jamaat and whatever, like viewers whatever, I mean listeners whatever views you have and then whatever in it.
But
It is what it
obviously,
is.
you're
But
specific with this.
This is like an Islamic thing, innit?
That's
Like,
calm, you went with
yeah.
two-
So this brother used to go to that now, and he's saying there's other people trying to bully him and whatnot.
Because he used to go to that.
No, other people that are there with him.
Oh,
Oh,
bullying
at
him.
the Jamaat.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Jamaat,
they're
Oh,
bullying
wow,
him.
subhanallah.
Other kids like around his age and whatnot, or maybe a bit older. Like, You can't
it
skip that, bro.
happens,
Like-
yeah. I think that's life, innit? Some people go to
There's-
work. Some people finish school and they think that's it, I'm
idiots
done with
everywhere, bro.
bullying, and then they go to work and then they're getting bullied.
yeah.
You're like mad.
It's a mad life.
You're like mad. You get me? But I like to. I think everyone sort of encounters bullying a little bit though. Like whether like you do something about it or not. I think that's the difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
So people will try it with you.
Yeah.
But it's how you. If you allow it, then also you're gonna get bullied, isn't it?
Yeah.
So but anyway, let's go back again. I don't want to go talk about bullying. That's a separate topic. You get me?
What was-
Let's talk about the video. Exactly, innit? I want to talk about the Dawah, man, innit?
No, but
Let's go into it, bro. Let's go
Yeah,
into it.
well, one point you made, sorry, on that
Yeah.
Dawah man issue, you were saying about if someone's learned and they spend half of their life studying the deen,
Yeah.
and they're making certain mistakes, you can't point it out. And I'm not backing that one, man.
No, you can point it out.
No, even if you
But
point
you
it out,
can't
even if
like,
you
hold
point it
that
out,
against them. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
no, but even if you point it out, it's how you point it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the manner in which you,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do that. You address
So
it.
what are you trying to say?
No.
That I don't understand. Like,
No,
so
but-
if man learned 25 years, yeah, and man's
Point out some mad
mad
views.
views, yeah, incorrect information, yeah, then what I if that man's doing that, if that one man or anyone else doing it, I ain't gonna
like,
like, say.
obviously, if a man studied his whole life and he said, nah, you know what? There's 6 prayers, bro. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, like,
No, that's
don't-
crazy,
Like,
that's
that
crazy,
man
that's
is
crazy.
fitting, and then
Do it,
ahlan wa sahlan, brother.
Yeah,
Do what you got to do in it. But are we talking about the way the approach of how they sort of refute?
I think it's the approach, but even do you know what it is? Those issues that they've spoken about. Some
Humor is a
have
good
been
issue, actually.
some have been major. Some
Yeah.
have been major, but again, it comes down to why are other scholars staying silent on it? Do you blame the ulama here? That's what I'm saying. Is this up
Ulama
for?
where, though, again, that's the thing again,
Yeah,
though. Like,
yeah, that's
for ulama, for some people, where we live in the Western world,
Yeah.
brothers are here. They
Yeah.
say there's no ulama here, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Wallahi, that's what they say. Some brothers believe there's no ulama here.
Some
innit?
brothers, but
That's why they believe in it. So some man are saying, that's why they say the brothers that believe that take that opinion, whatever. That's
Yeah,
fact,
yeah.
whatever.
But then it comes down to the whole thing about let's leave sex out of it. I'm not saying we're going to go into sex
No,
and
we're not
who's
gonna.
right and who's
But I
right.
think
Like,
we're
we're not
not-
going to go into that. But it does come into it because you have to say then, right? For example, if you say you're going to respect all scholars and even if they made a mistake, you can't really be out there saying this and that. What if? Let me give you a scenario. What if someone says? If someone has, and I know of someone, but I don't want to name this person, just because in the listeners there might be some people who follow this particular path. But imagine there's someone who studied the deen for about 50 years, or 50 years of their life, yeah, and brought many people to Islam, not one or two, thousands, right? But there's kufr in his speech.
What do you mean, now?
Certain things he's saying, there's kufr in there. But that being said, there's people who have converted to Islam because of him, because of but through the will of Allah, but because of his da'wah.
So you're not going to mention him because he might cause confusion.
No,
yeah?
but like,
Is that what
yeah,
that's
you know what
it
it is?
Alright, cool.
No,
No,
okay.
yeah. But I'm saying in that particular
Alright, you see
situation,
how I
what
view
do you
it?
do?
With me, the way I view it is, you touch upon that particular thing. You say, mashallah, this brother's done a lot of khair.
Yeah.
Even saying brother might seem a bit disrespectful actually, but the sheikh, whatever, I don't know, man. This particular, whatever his name is,
Yeah.
he's done a lot of khair.
Yeah.
He's brought a lot of people to the deen or whatever.
Yeah.
But this particular issue, like,
That's
it needs to, like, you know
But
what I mean?
then again,
This
that's the
particular
thing,
issue, he's
again,
not right
then-
with
But
it.
then again, the thing is, yeah, it's the approach, innit?
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
to
what
you?
it is,
Like,
that's what it is,
And
that's
it
what it
depends
comes
on
down
who. If every Tom, Dick, and Harry is gonna talk, that's a problem, innit? Let's be
Yeah,
honest, innit?
yeah.
If right now, if I'm talking, let's just say even if I know what I'm talking about, yeah, and I refute someone, a da'i that's out there, it's got thousands, if not like millions of followers out there, listeners, yeah.
2 followers, bro, like,
You get me?
whatever, yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
then if I'm no one, innit? If I'm there, I'm gonna make a little video on YouTube. I get, I don't know. There's people out there watching me. I don't know, it's about 100. I don't know. I got some sort of
some sort
minimal followers. Yeah.
That's all,
And I talk about a da'i that's well known.
Yeah.
And I'm refuting him. That's a big problem, innit?
Because then
then everyone could do that.
Everyone can do that. Everyone
saying
can do
to you,
that.
if
And then
everyone-
the deen loses its
Value, man.
It loses
Wallahi,
value.
it loses value.
Okay.
And everyone, the truth is,
Yeah, go on.
not everyone should be talking, innit? It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
of
Even
course,
if you know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
And that's the problem with, I feel like, with Dawah man and his team. They say, yo, they saying.
They're at the forefront too much, man.
That's the
Okay.
thing. But they say because we it doesn't matter if we're young, it doesn't matter if you don't know the knowledge is not that great, whatever, yeah. And if we're talking the haqq, we're gonna.
Yeah.
And it could be talking the haqq though.
But
And it could be
this is the
at
point.
times.
This is what
But,
this is what
like,
annoys me, man. Gets to me. By clarifying that we're not scholars, we're not, we haven't studied, therefore we're not going to do this. But then going and doing it. It's like me saying, if someone comes up to me and says to me, I've got an illness, and I say, wallahi, I'm not a doctor, but get on that bed and I'm going to get my tools out. Do you see what I'm saying? Just because I clarified that I'm not a doctor, I can't then go ahead.
give you the right
Do you see what I'm saying? So, do you see what I'm saying? So, this is the issue.
That's why it seems like at times, isn't it?
That's why people.
exactly what they do,
Yeah,
bro.
and that's why people are like, oh, well, hold on, he did say he's not a scholar. Yes, but he's doing what scholars are doing.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? You can't just say I'm not a scholar, but then go ahead and do all of that nonsense.
But you know, another thing that I feel like a lot of these brothers do is like, even when they go and speak to us, an actual scholar or whatever, and they record whatever they're saying to them, they provide limited information to them,
Yeah.
and then they come back and they say, they use that sort of fatwa or whatever, and apply it to people,
But yeah, of course.
which is very mad. But to be honest with you, this is gonna sound very mad, but I feel like the scholar should know better, bro. Like, it sounds mad, I know,
In what sense?
very
In what
controversial statement, but like, bro, if someone's coming to you, just ask them, innit, like, is this regarding like a specific thing or something?
Do you know what?
Do you know what I mean?
That
Don't
in
talk
itself, I
about
think,
it,
is a very good topic. The whole.
I know it sounds
the
very
scholar
mad
thing.
for me to say.
No, it's a very
There's
good
bare
topic.
reputations coming my way, but
No, it's
Yeah,
a very
it
good
is what
it
topic.
is, isn't it?
No, it's a
Calm,
very good topic because I was speaking to a brother recently about the whole situation of the ulama in the UK or even in the world right now. Yeah. There's other brothers nowadays on Facebook and so on, putting the view out there that the ulama, when it comes to deen, no doubt they're the heirs of the Prophet. It says in the Quran,
course.
they're the inheritors of the Prophet.
Yeah.
And but when it comes to other matters, we don't have to go to them. And let me just make that point clear. I'm not saying that
the best biryani
people
to
should
eat
do
and
that.
that,
Exactly.
Yeah,
But there are certain men doing that. There are certain
Well,
people.
there's like a brother that was saying something about, I don't remember though, what was it? It was me and you, innit? And then we were talking, I can't remember, I skipped that, I can't I'll come back to that,
No, but seeing as
But
you've
certain-
experienced, you've
there's something
experienced
to
it,
you, and I'm thinking, why is this question even being asked to a sheikh?
yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
There's
yeah,
no
you
need for it.
mentioned something to me.
Even
Do you
politics
something-
though, even
I can't
politics.
remember exactly what it was,
Yeah.
but, and I was thinking, I was baffled. I was like, what's the need for it? There's no need for that, man.
No, but let me
Do you
tell
know
you
what
about
I mean?
politics. I know that'll raise eyebrows because people are going to say Islam and politics. Obviously, of course, Islam, Allah's established the law. Allah's established the law, and I know it's going to raise eyebrows. But what I'm trying to say is modern politics, UK politics, right? I'm not talking about whether you should vote and not vote. I'm not talking about that. That's a separate issue. We're not
We'll talk about that.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
No, I'm going to talk about that with how that man and his team approached that as well.
Okay.
I thought that was, but let's.
Okay,
should we
we'll
go?
come back.
Should we talk about?
I
Just quickly. Let me just interrupt you.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the actual video? Because we mentioned that in the beginning. We said, we're going to talk about the video. So
Okay.
I don't think we went into it.
All right, let's go back to the
And
video.
then the video, like really, what really happened,
Okay.
and what's our views on that? Because we didn't really talk about the video.
Okay, so from what I saw of the video, this is from what you lot are saying. If you are up to date with that, you probably know more about it than me because I found out about it today, and you lot said you heard about it 2-3 weeks
If
ago.
it's the exact same video that I'm
It's the one.
Yeah,
In
it
the,
must be the-
it's the one in the park. Yeah.
Yeah.
That Sheikh Mohammed.
Okay, now.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
man.
I know.
And then apparently, you can't see this in the video, but brothers are saying out there anyway, comments and whatever, and other videos out there, they're saying, oh yeah, that old man was speaking to someone else.
Like an atheist. Or something.
Atheist.
He's giving
Yeah,
dawah
that's
to
the same
atheists
video.
and
And then she came out of nowhere, interrupted,
Yeah.
and man, this video just happened, innit?
Yeah.
You get me?
Well,
It's
that's
the same
thing.
video.
But to be honest with you, if in that video was he like,
No,
was he like,
Wallahi,
was he proper
was-
emotional in the
He
video?
was too emotional. And I think he would admit that himself, innit?
Yeah.
I think he has admitted that himself, but I think, do you know what it is? Again, with that kind of stuff, have you seen the video that he's Adnan Rashid's put up after that?
Yeah.
So he's actually put up
in the beginning with
no.
Sheikh Mohammed. What are you talking about? There's two.
Okay, there's one where Dawah man saying that this guy isn't his teacher. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah. I've seen that.
And then
He's
he said wallahi billahi. He said all of that and all the
Is it the one with
text.
the West Up?
Yeah,
Yes,
you got the
yes,
voice
yes,
list.
yes.
I watched it, but I can't remember.
Now
I
this
watched
guy
it.
no longer is he
Finished.
causing
You know the
drama.
Mortal Kombat ones.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, you know.
Yeah, no longer is he just stirring drama here, but
Lying.
wallahi, he's been exposed of lying now.
Yeah.
Because he's saying I have not learned from him. Yes, I was at a gathering here and there because he was in the area.
Yeah.
Bro, you were asking him
actually,
to come and join you
Nah, but
and
he's-
give you advice.
Yeah, he's asking for advice. He's asking him questions. Like,
Has he, okay, but has he,
I want you to come
you know
to
what?
my
I want to
gathering.
I want to give.
Yeah, go on.
I know it's gonna sound stupid, innit? But has Imran sort of said something since then, though?
I don't know.
I hope not, but
I know,
it's gonna
like,
be
and
coming
I'm
in.
saying that because obviously I just want to give the brother benefit of the doubt, innit? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I don't know. Imagine he's got. I don't know, man. You never know, man. He just
Nah,
seems
but
like the
look,
kind of
when
guy
you-
who'll come up with something. He's not gonna be keep quiet.
Nah, but
He
when
will come
you-
back
when
with
you-
something. I
when
know.
you- Yeah. But
I
when
know.
you're out there
Adjusting
lying
him,
like
innit?
that,
Well, like, he sounds like I'm a fan of it, but you get me. It sounds like he's just kind of. I don't know, man. This hasn't finished yet, innit? Get me?
okay,
I
listen
think-
to this, and you lot tell me your view on
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Cool.
Forget, I'm not just talking about Dawah man here. I'm talking about the Dawah scene,
Okay.
right? And I don't want to mention names here, okay? Because it's one.
Mention them, man.
No. I don't want to mention
No,
names here.
no. Don't.
The reason, the
Depending on
reason
what you're saying, but go on.
I'm not talking about any particular person here, but I'm actually sorry. Yeah, I am. I am talking about a particular person. But
Calm.
So, firstly, we've established Dawah man in terms of his approach and how he views things and all of that, and obviously it's wrong. Like we're out there saying it's wrong. For example, Ali Dawah, and you've heard of them lot, yeah?
They're beefing a zone, aren't it?
Huh?
They're beefing a zone,
Yeah. From what I heard, they're beefing. Now, Ali Dawah.
It's a bit weird though because like apparently they're beefing, but like then you know like Muhammad Hijab, like he had like a little debate thing with a Shia guy,
Yeah.
and apparently like Imran was in the
He was there.
audience, and then Ali Dawah was in the. All of them man were in the audience.
Yeah. I heard.
They seem to. I don't know. Man. I don't know. It's weird, bro. Weird
But
relationship.
Fam, I don't know, man. 'Cause I don't want to get. Then again, I went back to the video and I just want to talk about.
Bro, you
but
love
I-
this video.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. Because wallahi, we haven't really talked about it, innit? Let's be honest, innit? The listeners are gonna be like, this guy's annoying. Why does he keep going on the video, innit? Do you know what I mean? But
Oh, we just talking about the video to talk about it in general.
okay, well, listen.
other side, man, I'm not giving salams, innit? You mentioned that, and I don't know, like
Oh, did he?
Instagram and that.
How are they
Certain
chilling
man-
with each other then?
So, I don't know. Wallahi, but then you don't know who he's referring to, innit? You feel like. I feel like he's referring to that one, and that
No,
one.
but
I
look,
feel like he's
this
referring
is
to
the thing. This is what I'm trying to say to you. There's this incident here where someone told me they messaged.
Someone told you. What was this?
No, so I don't want to
What are you
mention
supposed to do?
names. I don't want. No. This is someone. They showed me the messages. So
Okay,
it's not like they messaged someone, right, about an issue.
Okay.
Right? They messaged someone about an issue saying that blah blah blah. I need help with this and that. Yeah. Okay. Now the guy replied back
Yeah.
saying, alaikum salam, blah blah blah. What's your issue? Find out a bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. He goes, look, my issue is this, and I need some help. The guy replied, so that the guy in the Dawah scene replied back saying,
Yeah, but who, like, what type of question was it? Like, do you get what I'm
a
trying to say? Like,
personal question.
personal question.
Personal
Why,
and Dawah
why are
related.
you going to?
No, like Dawah related. No, personal slash Dawah related.
Wallahi.
No, but let me explain why.
Well, no, I'm not at all.
No, let me explain why. These men are out there sorting out personal issues. Let me tell you what, like relationships, that kind of stuff. So it's to do with that, someone young.
Alright, cool.
But it was sorry, their
fair
issue,
enough, you can.
their issue was more to do with da'wah and that kind of stuff. Okay, so it was da'wah as well as personal. It can be. Someone wants to marry someone and they want to give da'wah. There's so many ways, man. It can be. Regardless, the issue itself isn't the problem. Let me come to the main issue. So he said, okay, cool. What's the issue? He explained it, and he said, okay, I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna bring my camera. I'm gonna do this, and I won't have to show your face. Yeah. I'm not gonna show your face. Don't worry.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be seen, that's
Wait,
fine.
was this a sister? Like, I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this
it's
is
a
like
proper,
this
it's a
is
proper,
said.
yeah,
I feel like
It's a
this is
proper.
said.
But
Okay.
regardless, right? He said, look, if you don't want to be seen, that's cool. We'll, blur your face away. Blow your face away. blur your face out, and that's it. Yeah. And he said, he goes, look, I don't want it to be public.
Okay.
Yeah, you're out there giving da'wah, and you've talked about this issue before. I just thought maybe you could give me some advice. Yeah. And he goes, wallahi, I think it's best if we put it out there because there might be people who are suffering from this as well.
Similar,
Yeah.
things like
He said, no,
Man's not on that.
I'm not on that at all. Yeah, I just want you to help me. You didn't even get a reply back. Now that tells me that this guy, he's not interested unless there's a video about it. Is that what it tells you?
You know what?
And then I messaged this guy about this person. I messaged this guy about
the guy, the Dawah guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I messaged him as well, and I asked about. I was giving Dawah one time to Jehovah's Witnesses in it one time, and I thought I was linking this minister from the Jehovah's Witness thing, and I was just
even I was chilling with you lot one time.
Yeah, you lot came as well. You came as well. Yeah. So I was. Yeah. I was chatting to him, and then I asked that one because he goes to hide. Not that one, sorry, someone else. It was someone else. No, it was someone else. It was if it was
slightly, I know it wasn't.
No.
I know it wasn't him. Slightly, I know about the situation.
I messaged him, and I said, Assalamu alaikum, could you help me with this? Check, this is a funny story, man. I messaged you, he blanked me, right? Yeah. And then it says, you know the ones on Facebook where it says message seen. Yeah. It says, I was vexed. I was like, this guy's seen the message. He's putting message statuses on Facebook about nonsense. And then I messaged him again. I messaged him again 2-3 days later. He still doesn't reply. Yeah. And then I thought to myself,
I could get that. I understand that.
No, but listen to me. And then I messaged him. Yeah. And then I messaged him, right, attacking him personally.
Why'd you do that?
Wow.
Why'd you do that?
He get instant reply. You know what I messaged him? I messaged him, bro. I asked you about some advice when it comes to giving da'wah to Jehovah's Witnesses because I've seen you do that in Hyde Park and so on. But you completely aired me. Have some decency to reply back saying if I'm a bit busy. Yeah. I'm a bit busy and I'll get back to you next week, next month, whatever, next year. I don't give a crap. Just tell me. Just tell me. Have some decency. Yeah. That's it. And then he replies back saying, what are you talking about, decency, this and that. But as soon as I attacked him like that, I get a response. So that tells me, do you see what I'm saying? I don't, there's no excuses, man. When it comes to, especially when you're in the da'wah scene, when it comes to akhlaq and replying to people, that all falls under akhlaq, man. No matter how busy you are, reply back saying...
You know what's something to you though, like, on camera, innit? Could be like... Just a bit of show, innit? I don't know, man. A lot of people are saying that too. A lot of people are not actually on this out there on YouTube and that. They say, that people are actually different when they're off camera, innit?
Of course.
And that's the reality.
Yeah,
that's how it is, though, innit? I'm saying to you, so when things like this are happening, the true colours are showing, innit? Let's be honest, innit? You can't, if it just, I don't know, man. You are yourself at times.
No, but you know what it is?
Look, at times, obviously, you can slip up with messages. Yeah. I'm not saying that. At times, you can't slip up with messages. Someone messaged me. I looked at it in the morning. I thought I'd reply, and I didn't reply. Yeah,
but it's not.
I can see his 2-3 times. How long does it take to reply to a message?
But
it takes a few seconds, innit?
Yeah, but
your man's busy. No. I can't help you.
Even if you forgot it, why is it that when I said something about him, I said, "Come on, at least have the decency to reply back." That's when you go.
Man, one vexed, innit? Come on, fam.
Now you reply. Now he's got the time. Now he's got the time.
Well, I'm on.
Okay. You see, with me, yeah. I'm viewing it a bit differently to you lot. Because I'm thinking, look, this particular person, he's out in the public, innit? So he's going to have so many people, most likely going to have so many people messaging him all the time. I don't know, like on, I don't know how, what was it, Facebook? What was it? Right, you see when you're messaging someone on Facebook, I think, was it the case that as soon as you open it, just like the first message, it ends up kind of going on it? Was that not the case? That's kind of irrelevant. That's irrelevant. But even if you open a message, like you could do that. I don't know. I don't know. You might just think, okay, I'll reply to that later or something, because it's the level of importance. No, 1 second. The level of importance. Like he might have some other people that are messaging him about some crazy stuff. They need assistance immediately. Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like,
why did he reply when I said about the whole decency thing?
Because the way I see it is that now you're having bad feelings towards him, innit? So he needs to sort of clarify that.
Yeah, but
he
didn't clarify it normally. He didn't clarify it. It wasn't like, oh, Assalamu alaikum, sorry, akhi, I didn't make. Even if he corrected me, bro, you shouldn't have judged me like that. But I was a bit busy. Blah blah blah. It wasn't like that. He attacked me again straight away.
But I just showed, but akhi's not. I don't see. Bro,
but I was a lot younger. It was about 4 years ago now.
Yeah, bro, you were not young. But like even then, I don't think that's like young, bro. But
no.
But 4 years ago, come on, bro,
man.
No,
fair enough.
That's 4 years is quite.
In a year, man, I would say in terms of
you develop as a person a lot.
My anger and stuff.
Yeah, you mature as a person. You mature a lot. But like, man, I just think like you're gonna have so many messages coming towards you that like you're not gonna be able to respond to everything. You get what I'm trying to say? But obviously, I don't know. Just
have a little click in it. Have a little read in it. It could be important.
Yeah, but exactly. But he might have thought, okay.
But what about the second time?
All right, my guy.
Yeah, but
Okay, right now, wallahi,
It's
we're talking about the way he responded. You get me? We're talking about the way he replied, innit? You get me? So like, let's just be honest. It's the way how he replied back, innit? Like,
Yeah. No, but okay, you said you
anyway,
messaged
my point is, even going back to the first point, there's no videos. I'm not interested. You see what I'm saying? There's no videos.
Yeah, that's a bit.
He's basically saying you expect me to come here, make the trip, and talk to you, and we're not even gonna get views.
I'm gonna be real. No. I'm gonna be real with you though, yeah. You see, with that situation, yeah. I'm trying to deal with the problem there and then, bro. I'm not traveling to see you, bro.
No, but he didn't even say. No, but he didn't even say come and see me.
Yeah.
He just said this is the issue, and the guy replied back saying I'll come and see you, but there's gonna be cameras. He goes, no, I don't want cameras. But forget you then. You know what I'm saying? Or why doesn't he do it? No responses. Like in Islam, obviously there's husnul dhan, right? We assume the best of people, right? But at the same time, sometimes things are clear cut, man. You can't let people violate you, and sometimes you gotta wake up and smell the coffee, innit?
Yeah, it's what it is.
It's already a violation though. Like I don't know, man. Like, cause you see someone like that, yeah. Like I'm thinking, if I was in that position, and someone's coming to me with a problem, and I'm usually like making videos, trying to deal with as much people as possible, I would be trying to get that on video or something in some way. You know what I mean? Just to like benefit more people. Like, but if
man, but I just felt a type of way, man. Like, what do you mean? Come over and record you, like.
Yeah, that's a bit long. Like,
bro, like you can't record every Tom, Dick and Harry that asks you for your.
No, but that's
what it seems like.
No, but
if I have sort of brothers or sisters trying to like holler at him and message him for something and for help, what camera's out? Are you serious?
No, but I'm trying to say.
That's what it seems like.
No, but look.
That's what it seems like, though, innit?
No, but the thing is,
cameras out every time.
No, but you know,
get bare videos, isn't it?
No, but the thing is,
sounds mad to me though.
The thing is, like, you're trying to reach as many, like, because that particular problem, I don't know what the problem was, innit?
We don't know what the problem was.
But
we don't know.
There could be so many other people with that problem. So, like, putting it out in the public like that, it could potentially benefit so many people.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, man. If the brother says no, just have the decency.
Okay. If they say no, fair enough, innit? Like,
come on, man.
But I'm thinking to go all the way to travel.
No, forget travel. He didn't say travel me. He didn't say travel to me and talk to me. He came up with.
I want it to be on camera, so I want to go. That in itself is a bit mad.
No, he said no. He didn't say I want to be in the camera. He said I'll come with camera. He said I'm not interested in the camera. Yeah. I just need a bit of advice. He didn't say you come down. Give me advice online if you have to. Yeah. But he's saying no. I want to go there with the camera so we can record something. He said I'm not interested. So he said okay, and then he didn't even reply.
Okay, you know
Come
what?
on, man.
Okay, if you're not gonna go down,
what's that showing, man?
I agree with you. You don't have to go there and drive down and all this too much effort. Say, Akhi, what's your number? Let me call you.
If I'm not mistaken,
quick phone call.
I'm not saying this is that guy. Obviously, like this is. I just know someone that kind of does something similar in terms of making videos in regards to this. You see, Ali Dawah. He, I'm pretty sure. I don't know about now. But before, when he was on this whole helping out the sisters thing, like against relationships and all that type of stuff, he used to make videos, and I think obviously you had a person in the video, but they couldn't be seen and their voice was changed. Like I don't know, that could have been someone completely different, not even a like you could get someone to kind of reenact, like on Crime Watchers or whatnot. What is it called? Crime Stoppers. What is it called?
Crime Watch.
Yeah, Crime Watch.
Was that even still around? Like?
Yeah, it's now and again it comes on still.
Was it every Tuesday night?
No, never, bro.
Nah, not every Tuesday night. It's like once a month, innit? My bad.
Yeah, certainly. But let's not get that.
I used to be banging still. Back in the
Yeah,
I ain't watching it years though.
Yeah, after watching it, it'd be shook, innit?
Bro,
when I was young,
I used to watch it when I was in high school.
Nightmares, bro.
Bro, when I was watching high school, yeah. Well, I used to be like mad.
I know they used to act it out, right? One time there was on the episode they were showing one guy who was watching Crime Watch and he came on it. So he had to block the TV from his girlfriend because she was watching it and he came up.
Oh wow!
Have you seen this guy? And this guy's watching him.
Bro, if I'm a criminal, I'm not watching it, bro. Like,
what kind of video is this guy?
I'm not.
Yeah, but what if it's a guy watching it though? Like, you come in.
Bro, I'm changing the channel, bro. Like, what's this, man? Let's put on.
Yeah, but she's arguing with you, innit? She's like, yo, man, a bit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Got Netflix and chill, innit?
But anyway, like, yeah, it's your madness still. Can't lie to you, man. I ain't watched that in years though. I didn't even know.
Yeah. But like the reason I brought that up is because you know how they reenact scenes with actors and whatnot.
Yeah.
And you know like how they have them scenes where there's like a guy or a woman or whatever, and they're like completely you can't see them at all, and the voice they say is the actor's voice. Do something like that. You could help out that particular person, and if he himself thought that other people would benefit from like his sort of view on that sort of whole thing. Just like reenact it and help the guy or girl or whatever.
In the end, just ask for the.
But at the end,
ask if you can take that.
Yeah, just like can we use that similar sort of scenario because we'll change it up a bit.
Yeah, but if the guy says no, it's a no, innit? I'm just saying if he says no, if he says look, I don't want.
Yeah, but we're not using your system. We're switching it up. we're switching.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course, yeah. He could have done that. But I think he wanted like the authenticity of going to that person directly.
Yeah.
oh,
Sometimes you
Allah,
can't get
I
that.
don't know
You
why.
can't get that with every guy, man.
You
Or
don't know
every
why.
girl, whatever.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I mean? That's just how life is, isn't it?
But like, yeah, nah. If like, to me, it seems like they were having some sort of conversation. There was some sort of back and forth.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
for you to have that back and forth and still not help them, like, because obviously if you wanted to link up, obviously he must feel as if he could offer some sort of help in it.
Yeah.
So like, if you feel that way and then you're not helping them, like not giving them any advice, then that's a bit peak, innit? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard that. All right.
So
So
yeah.
the crunch of it, right? I want to say is, what do you blame the current Dawah scene on? That's my question now. So the scene it's in now. I'm sorry, the situation it's in now.
Yeah.
Why is it in the situation? Sorry?
I feel like
It's YouTube, bro. I'm telling you, man.
YouTube.
everyone's just out in the public, innit? Everyone's just out there.
Someone, you know, Hamza Zotsis.
Yeah.
Hamza Zotsis. What did he say? You know what he said? He said most of, you know, you were talking about learned people earlier.
Yeah.
He said
Oh,
most
they don't
of-
want to. Yeah.
He said
they're
most
just hidden
of
away.
our students are, and this is something that, you know, people listening, we want you to comment on basically. Hamza Sources came out and said that majority of the students of knowledge, proper students of knowledge who are going to the madrasas and getting the qualifications, once they've done that, they're going out and writing books on wudu
There's no need for that, though,
regularly.
man.
And he's saying that now there's no need for that. He goes, look, we've been an ummah for over 1400 years now. We know how to do wudu.
Do, fam.
Right. So he's saying that, you know,
someone
no
don't-
more books are needed on wudu.
But
He
yeah,
doesn't-
But Google, it's
resources-
like
resources
Google,
are
innit?
Google.
Simple,
Yeah.
bro.
But not hear that.
Bit of YouTube and that. No,
That's the
like,
whole problem.
but that's the problem. I said that's the problem, yeah. But like,
But you know what?
What's
Nowadays,
that? I don't know,
nowadays,
man.
like wudu, look, there's books available. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
It's not even the fact that I don't write books. It's the fact that books are available. If I want to find out how to do wudu, it's not like there isn't any books in the world for me to know. I'm not gonna go there and just go in there and tap and freestyle.
Don't write anything.
So
Don't write anything. How dare you? How dare you? You lie. Come on, man.
Now there's more. There's more like.
that's what he's saying.
yeah.
So he's saying that they're to blame, as in the scholars nowadays. He kind of indirectly said that they're to blame because they're not in the forefront, and he's saying I shouldn't be there. Dawah man, Hamza's always saying I shouldn't, talking about himself, saying I shouldn't be there, giving da'wah when there's people more knowledgeable than me.
Yeah.
But I'm out here because they're not out here.
But do you think that's a problem with the institutions? Like they're not pushing them towards that. They kind of just like, do you know what I mean?
I'm saying, is that to blame? What do you got? What do you think? What do the listeners think?
Yeah, no, that is true. Like people, you know, when you got like people like Dawah man and Ali Dawah and all these people, yeah, they're like young, innit? Like really, realistically, you're not really gonna get a young person that's like really knowledgeable out there.
Nah, but you'll get young people who are more knowledgeable than them. And that's no disrespect.
Okay,
to,
that is true. That is true.
There's no disrespect to, like, say, Ali Dawah, who's out there. He's not really talking about these controversial topics.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not talking about him, but I'm saying there are people who just finished madrasa. They've got their qualification. I'm not saying they're the most knowledgeable people in the world. No,
Yeah,
that's
they're
not
more
what I'm
they're more qualified, but you know what it is?
saying. They're
I feel
qualified
like
at least.
you know when you have a little bit of knowledge, yeah. Obviously, that's the dangerous thing, innit? That's the whole thing with these man like
That's the thing, innit?
Dawah man and whatnot.
Certain man are just
But-
couple lessons and that.
Yeah, but you know what it
Couple
is?
lessons
When
a
you have a
week.
bit more knowledge, they might feel like I can't deal with this issue. I don't have enough knowledge because sometimes they might have more knowledge than
I
these
see
people,
what
but
you're
they still
saying.
feel like they don't know enough
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
That's
So
why, because
because they know there's a lot more to it than whatever they
one
know.
brother, innit, yeah?
Yeah.
Just doing knowledge, innit?
Yeah.
And I was saying, how come why you not on YouTube, man? You go in on that.
Yeah.
He said, but I'm ready for that. Like, I think there's better man out there. People have more knowledge. I think, and you know what I mean? So I think when you got better knowledge than that, I think the fact that you got sat in there,
Yeah.
the foundations, whatever you want to call it, yeah,
Yeah.
you
it
realize
humbles you a little bit, innit?
Yeah.
Because you know, innit? Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Like,
the more you learn, the
the
more
more you
you
know,
realize there's more to learn.
there's more
Yeah,
to learn.
exactly.
And you
That's
just
what
feel
they
like,
wanna touch
yo,
the topics.
they want to improve themselves.
But you need to get to a point where you realize that, look, we need to put ourselves at the forefront.
Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Otherwise, you're gonna have people like that.
But the thing
running
is,
it.
you
And
do
you can't
though.
even. You have to say, can you blame
Certain
something?
No, but
individuals
no,
doing
but you know
what
what the
they're
thing is though?
Exactly.
You do get those people though, like even like Sheikh Haytham. Yeah, you got him. You got like even Omar Suleiman.
Yeah.
You got all these people.
But
They
then- but
they
then
come
again-
out. You get
Okay,
what I'm
what's
saying?
your view? What's your view on moving on? Because we've obviously established our views on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Dawah scene a little bit. What's your view on at the moment? What I don't know if you've heard about what Sheikh Omar Suleiman said about the LGBT thing. I don't know if you
What
heard
did he say?
about it.
I don't know.
Did you say I don't know? You're gonna have to go into it.
So obviously he's gonna raise a few eyebrows. This one. He said. He basically said that we need to stand by the lesbian and gay community, and whatnot. And obviously, the general view of gays from the Islamic world is obviously a certain amount of moving reckless. They're saying stuff like, you know, we need to do this to them, we need to do that to them.
Yeah, that's too much.
Obviously, it's too much.
It's not even
Yeah. But obviously, with us,
I feel like I need to clarify my position on this before we talk about anything.
Alright, cool, go on then.
My sort of view on this, not on like we need to stand by them, not on that, but just
by them, you know.
generally,
Alright, cool.
but just like on like I wanted to say like no, sorry, on like gay people and stuff. Like my view is that the act in itself, haram, innit? Like, but
What, it's not good for you, you're trying to say?
no, but come on, man, why you? No, but what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't take you out of the fold of Islam if you just have them inclinations. Well, even if you may act upon it, to be honest with you, as
even
mad
if you
as-
act upon it,
you just you're sinning in it, but like, and
What do you mean
it's a
act
major
on
sin.
it?
It's a
What do
major
you
sin.
mean, What do you mean act on it?
Why do you want me to go
Because
into
it's
that?
go like when pop man doing it and them thing there like.
Yeah.
So you're saying that's not active kufr, yeah? That's your position on it.
You know when you're saying penetration, yeah? Obviously you have lesbians as well. Well, they're not penetrating. Like what they do. But alright, let's not go into that. Alright, let's not get into that. But either way, like no, it's true though.
It's true, though. That's what
But
Okay, no. I think
the act is wrong. But I feel like the act is wrong, but you can still be Muslim and. Do you know what I mean?
I personally, I'll tell you what.
Wallahi, there's gonna be listeners out here, yeah? You have to repeat, start again, and when I clarify properly, innit?
Okay,
I'm
no,
lying
I know what you're
though,
saying.
I'm lying though.
I-
Then clarify.
No. I think what he's trying to say is that if you're gay,
Yeah.
not you obviously.
Whoever it may be.
But clarify.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If someone is gay, they and they do that sin, right? For example, they sleep with another man. Let's just put it bluntly. Man. Forget all talking about it. Yeah,
cool.
he goes and sleeps with another man. Does that take him out of the fold of Islam? Now the view from, and obviously again it comes down to what scholars you follow and so on. But from what I know, majority of the scholars say that if that person sleeps with another man, he's committed a major sin, but it hasn't taken, as long as he admits that it's a sin.
If you justify it and say, nah, it's cool, we could be.
And that's the danger. That's the danger. If he says, look, Allah loves everyone, and being gay isn't wrong, then obviously it's kufr. But if he says that, look, I'm gay, but I'm committing a sin as well by sleeping with other men, he's a Muslim that's sinning. He's a Muslim that's sinning, and he's living in sin.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Well,
what
obviously, Allah,
That's your
we're
view,
not,
yeah?
we're not, we're not on a.
That's my view.
Cool, say no
It
more.
might not be your view, but it's my view.
Calm,
Like,
listen, might think I'm man's extreme on that, but Karen in it.
it's cool, it's cool.
Obviously, again, we're not even.
Karen in it.
Yeah. But yeah, Sheikh Omar Sulaiman, he came out and said that we need to stand by them in a way, in the sense that
they're a minority.
maybe to be honest, I can't. I didn't even read the whole thing.
Okay,
I was short on time. I was reading it at work actually.
Okay.
I read about half of it, but I can kind of understand where he's coming from. Not in the sense I stand by them and support their cause. I'm not trying to. He didn't say that.
I don't think you meant that either.
Yeah.
No, come on.
No. He didn't say that at all. But he's trying to say that as Muslims, a sin that someone commits privately is their business, and
Do you know what
that
it
comes
is
to
though?
mind.
Like, let's
Very much so.
Alright, finish your point.
Yeah, so he's saying that. He's saying if they're doing what they're doing, people shouldn't be out there, like, beating them up in the streets
Nah,
and
of
doing
course
this and
Of
that.
course not.
And that's what he's saying. He's saying that we
So
should
he's basically
we should be
against-
saying we should be less homophobic, not just Muslims, everyone. He's saying coming out and speaking for in behalf of everyone, saying, as humanity we need to be more accepting, not accepting. Sorry, that's the wrong word. More tolerant towards what they do and so on. But I could be wrong. I just want to clarify that I could be wrong on his views because I didn't even finish the article. I didn't even finish the article. So at the end, people can obviously
Read it for themselves.
yeah.
They want to. Oh, yeah.
So but yeah. So again, it's an interesting
If
topic.
but if that's what you were saying in terms of don't go around beating them up, come on, man. Of course, isn't it? Like,
No, he didn't say that particular bit. He's saying
Yeah.
be more tolerant towards them and so on.
yeah.
Again, to be honest, I think when I was younger, I was more homophobic than I am now. That's the
To
truth.
be honest with you, bro, I don't think
You're
I
more?
was homophobic.
No, I was young. When I was younger.
Get me?
Yeah, but to be honest with you, you know what it is? Society as a whole has changed. Like everyone. To be honest with you, like even when we were in like I don't know, let's just say primary school, even secondary school, like people, you're gay and all that rubbish. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a mad
But
thing,
like
But that
society
still
has
exists,
changed
that
so
still
much.
exists. That still exists.
I know, but it's just
even like music and that back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember? I don't know, man. Like certain tracks and that.
What, talking about gay people?
It was more, yeah, it was homophobic.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you
even
look back, like early 20s and that, 2000s, sorry, early 2000s and that.
Come on, man. Even
Obviously, get me.
What's it called?
Let's not get into that.
I don't want to talk about music. I don't think that, but
because you know when you talk about music and
yeah, but I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, but come on, man. We're not even trying to display here that we're
not
prophets.
but
no, yeah, man, man slips all the time.
obviously, like back in the day, music, certain like genres and whatever. If that's the correct word.
Genres, yeah.
Genres, whatever. Yeah.
Like in rap music,
or
grime or whatever it may be.
Yeah. It used to be like homophobic, innit?
Yeah,
it's clear,
yeah,
it's
100%,
out there. It's out there.
Yeah. But what I don't get is why is it always seen as a Muslim issue? Like I don't know if you've seen this. Akala, he was talking about how in Jamaica there's disgraceful homophobia. He's saying it's disgraceful. Like people are beating them up in broad daylight, putting them out, putting rocks on their heads. And
No. You know what? I'm like an awkward guy in it, man. Just laughs at like inappropriate times. And it's just allow me in it. but yeah, Karen. I don't condone that in the slightest. But go on, Karen. To be honest, it's not just Jamaica, bro. That happens in like a lot of places. Oh, Pakistan. If I tell you what happens in Pakistan, bro, madness.
Yeah, but Pakistan.
It's mad.
Do you know what the mad thing is though? Like 25% of the population is gay.
Wow.
No, that's.
Boy, I think that's too small. But you know what I mean?
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's too
But
small.
I don't know. You're Karen, isn't it? Like, it's gone.
You know what? One brother from. He's actually Indian. He's a Reaver. I'm in London, right? And he's saying that he was living in Saudi for a bit, and he goes, certain taxi drivers, Pakistani, right? He goes, at the end, he'd want to give them money, and he goes, forget your money, take your trousers off.
You mean
Blunt, straight. They'll say like, and he'll be like, "Whoa, I'd rather give you money."
I'm not giving. I think I would give him no money. I'd have jetted off, bro. Money where?
I'd pay him double, man.
No, well, I think I just slap him up, fam. I think. What do you mean, like what?
No, obviously, no.
I don't know. That's just me, guy. You know what? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not trying to say I'm a violent person, innit? Yeah, but I think I'd just switch.
No, but you know what?
How am I gonna tell him? What?
No.
Come on, fam. I've got to switch. I would have lost it, you know. That's me. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying to you, though, fam, innit?
No. Obviously, Pakistan. Listen, I'm not.
No. But you know what? No.
But
you know what? Like,
how
does he know he's Pakistani? They could be Bengali, like really. Like,
no. Conversation. Like, obviously,
so you know he's Pakistani.
He's full on talking. Where are you from, brother? This and that.
Yeah.
So he's obviously
He's Indian, innit? Like.
Nah, but you in the what's it? I'm trying to think of what part of Asia. South Asia, innit? South Asia, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. The underground. There's a lot of.
They do a lot of mad stuff still. Yeah. You know what I think it is? I think like.
Did you hear about the stats, by the way? The highest viewed porn in the world is in that area, apparently.
Nah, but you know what though? Do you know why that? Apparently, like I don't know who it was, yeah. But I'm gonna get refuted for this. Hamza Yusuf, like he mentioned something like this as well. That he was saying the exact same thing, like porn is widely viewed in these places and whatnot. But you know what it is? I feel like someone else mentioned this as well, so I'm just kind of robbing a point, but I can't remember who it was. Like you see when it comes to like the Western road, like whether it be America, UK, or even like Australia or something like that, like they go to direct sort of sources rather than googling like sex and stuff like that. You get what I'm trying to say? In like Pakistan and Bangladesh and all these type of places, they're probably going into Google and trying to like.
But you know what the mad thing is? I went to an internet cafe in Bangladesh.
Yeah, they were on a madness, yeah.
Man, I do you remember back in the do you remember Bebo back in the days before Facebook?
Yeah.
I typed in B for Bebo and it came with like Bangla sex, Bangladesh, and just madness.
Was it on Google?
On Google, an internet cafe. It's open internet cafe.
Bro, certain man were watching.
I can't lie to you. Yeah, I was in Saudi one time, innit? Yeah, it's like.
Oof, what were you watching, bro?
No. It was just out there. They were doing the internet cafe. There's two brothers, yeah. This internet cafe, yeah. You had a little door and you could just sort of just.
Wait, hold on. Where was this exactly?
This is Makkah, innit? Yeah, it's the haram, innit? Yeah. You get me, but. So a couple of brothers I've with said, yo, there's some man had like laptops and that, and they just and they caught man watching like.
What did you say, man? Who is this?
Like, at the haram.
No, you're right. Wallahi,
at the haram.
Yeah, wallahi, even one brother, yeah, one of my boys there, he goes, the guy that's in the hotel, the receptionist caught man watching porn and that, you get me?
Who is this man that you speak of?
This guy is a receptionist in Saudi.
So you got the receptionist?
Yeah, this one of my boys he caught man, the receptionist himself.
Okay.
Watching porn, fam. He's like, yeah, I caught man, innit? And I was like, what, are you serious? He goes, yeah, wallahi, I caught him. I was like, that's mad.
Yeah, but what about people living there? That's the thing.
You have to understand, those people living there, they're normal. You have to understand, like,
the normal people.
They're not. It's just that one
apparently
from
like
the west or from outside Makkah, Obviously, when you go there, you're gonna be on a righteous vibe, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, if you're living there, that's just
if
your
you're living
life,
there, bro, there's people out there that doesn't even pray there, fam.
Of
It's
course,
Sunday,
of
innit?
course.
People that haven't prayed ever stepped into the
It's normal. That's life for them.
That's
innit?
normal,
bro.
bro.
Like apparently,
That's the local mosque.
yeah.
Well, why is the local mosque, innit, if they're Sunday?
Yeah.
And the manager's like, yo, man's not going, innit? Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not going. It's like people that live here. Man. That's how
This
brothers
is
that
a
live
bit
in
wild. I
Somerset,
don't even want to mention this, to be honest with you.
So-
But like, I have an uncle that went Umrah or whatever. No, Hajj, I think it was. Regardless, he went over there now, yeah. And he was talking about how like he was with a group of people. Obviously, they went as a group or whatever. But it wasn't like you know, like you have mixed groups and stuff like that with family members and all that. It wasn't like this was just like a bunch of men, innit? Like older man. And some guy came up to them and he was offering them, like he was like a pimp or whatever. And he was offering prostitutes, like saying, yeah, there's a hotel over there, we could do this, like, you know what I mean? It's weird. So all this madness like goes on over there. It's not like exempt. Do you know what I mean? You got deviants all over the place, man. You know what I mean? And I feel like we're living in like a super sort of not even sexualized society, but the world in itself, like, is just
fully sexualized
one.
society.
Yeah, no, but I mean, not specifically like the UK or whatever. I mean, literally the whole world
Oh, of course.
is very sexualized.
It's the
at
internet,
moment.
innit? It's the
Yeah,
internet.
man.
I want to just say something about like, we're talking about the gays and like, obviously you got work, innit?
Yeah.
It could be put up in it. I get it. So
What do you mean?
you know, like you talk about people that talk about like LGBT community.
Yeah.
innit?
Oh,
At
just-
work, innit? There's certain conversations like,
Okay, yeah.
with the colleagues are gonna be
Of course.
brought up in it.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things that are gonna get brought up in it. Obviously, as a Muslim, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do in it? Sometimes it can be awkward, innit? Because I don't want to hear your views in it at certain times, innit? Like, so how do as a Muslim, like, I don't know what you both
It
saying.
depends.
How do you
I think
how do you
we've
go about that?
established already. Even as Muslims, you can have different views. Like, for
That's what I'm
example,
saying to you. Yeah,
my
but let's
view,
say
which I shared
what-
earlier
I know,
on,
man, let's say
I would
we-
say what my view is. Like,
But
you see what I said?
regardless, we all agree that it's haram.
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
action
yeah.
Oh
is
yeah,
haram.
100%. I
yeah.
think that's right.
Yeah.
Just keep it calm. innit?
But that's the
yeah.
thing, though. I kind of say to them that, look, in the religion itself, the action is a sin, but what they get up to is none of my business. And if one of my colleagues happens to be gay or lesbian,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
treat
yeah.
them like I'll treat next man. You know, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
No person. Just
Yeah.
judge them based on how they are.
Yeah,
That's it.
it just it's none of my business to be honest. To be honest, I have kind of learned that over time as well. That, you know, whatever they get up to at home, let's think about it, man. Yo, if you're gonna treat this guy wrongly because he's gay, you have to treat the next man wrongly because he's living with his girlfriend in sin as well.
Yeah.
He's going home and he's doing zina
Yeah.
every night. He's doing zina. So are you gonna treat him differently as well?
Yeah. No.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, but you know what it is? You see, like, even, you know, when you're just walking out in public or whatever, and like you see just even like a man and a woman just lipsing up in a like in the middle of the road or whatever. Nah, even in the middle of the road, bro, in the middle of the town centre, bro. You know what I mean? Very regular over there. Like, very regular over there. But like, obviously, even that's uncomfortable to watch, bro. Like, do you see what I'm trying to say? So, whichever, like, even if they're the same gender, whatever, it's uncomfortable, bro.
But my point is, why is Islam the issue? Why is it? What do Muslims? Why isn't it? What do Christians think? What do Jehovah's Witnesses think? Okay, Christians, I guess
It's not out there, innit? Like, obviously, it's media, innit? Come on.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's
Muslims-
easy to target Islam,
Yeah,
innit?
because it's out there, innit? Like, that's all it is really. On the media,
But people
it's
don't care.
Islam, innit? It's like
Yeah.
Muslims. You know what I'm saying to you,
But that's
it's
why I
out
say,
there,
if
bro.
someone says to me, oh, so it is a sin, yeah? Like, after all of that, I'm justified. They're like, oh, so it is a sin in Islam. I'll be like, yeah, but so it's a sin in Christianity as well as Judaism as well.
You know,
Yeah, but then again, you got man like, I don't know, some like priests and that coming out nowadays, but like, yeah, it's calm and that.
Yeah, but let's go back to the text, innit? If it's calm, take it out of your text. Like, if you want to
Yeah.
say that it's
Well, like,
fine,
you got people coming out, bad priests coming out, yes, calm, and then it also legalizing that certain churches and allowing it. I'm saying to you, you don't come out mosques coming out in the UK, whatever, I don't know, in the Western world here, coming out saying, oh yeah. This
Well,
message is
yeah,
open for the
nowadays-
gay community. Obviously, they create their own ones nowadays. Obviously, there's like certain. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to call them misogynist, because wallahi, whatever reason, innit? But yeah, like, do you know what I'm saying? They don't. It's a bit of difference out there, fam. So it comes across from like Christians, yeah, especially Christians, innit? Or their faith itself. It's sort of like saying it's we're allowing it. So you know what I'm saying? That's what it seems like now.
well, they've been reforming their deen from day one, innit?
yeah,
So
from-
I guess, to be honest,
You know
that's
what I'm
why.
saying to you?
Huh?
So yeah, that's what it's like. It seems like that from us. That's the difference.
Yeah.
With Islam is like, I don't know, man. We're not really out there talking about it. Really out there, are we? We're not really talking about it that much.
Well, yeah,
but
let's be honest,
perhaps
we're
it needs to be addressed though. Like, so you know, certain things about, like for example, porn,
Yeah.
Mm.
and the whole LGBT thing and how we view it as Muslims. You know, perhaps the scholars need to be not scholars, even like Friday khutbah, man. You know, because they find it awkward. But to be honest, let's be honest with you, like, I don't know how it is in the Somali community or Pakistani community, but I could never go up to an imam, right, a Bengali imam, and say, Sheikh, I'm struggling with this issue, right? Or if I say to them about homosexuality, straight away he will say, like, for example, at work, they're asking me about gays, I don't know how to respond to it.
But do you think are you just perceive that they will approach it in that manner, or do you get what I'm trying to say?
Nah, but
sometimes it's like perception, like you
okay,
think
that was exaggerated.
when you talk to them, they might actually be quite calm with it and give you like a good response to something.
Well, let's keep it real, don't it, man?
Nah, but porn.
Wallahi, majority
I think a lot of
wallahi,
times
when there's ever a youth, a Pakistani or Somali or I don't know.
I'm not even saying
you can't approach the imam innit and talk about
That's the thing. I'm not even saying that
because
what
he's
they
gonna
will
think,
say.
you watching pornography because.
Exactly.
I'm also you know why?
I'm saying forget actually going to them and their
awkward
response.
to even like.
No, go on,
why?
go on.
Let me just quickly just say because obviously most of these imams they're older innit, they're older innit, like I don't know what. Unless I don't know what age, like what 50 plus 60, and there are times when they're younger, they probably didn't even watch, but even know what porn is. And
Exactly.
Fam, so if
exactly.
you were lying for him to tell you one youth, whatever, to approach him about pornography, he's thinking, what? And he probably sees you around in the masjid and you're praying your 5 daily salah, or you are out there regularly in the masjid, you're active, and now you're approaching him, bruv, it's that image he has of you now, innit? As a person as well, you're thinking, he's gonna view me differently as well, innit?
But
once you're thinking, you're not comfortable, fam. I'd be like, he's gonna view me differently.
Once someone knows one thing about you, that's it, bro. That's it. They're gonna judge you on that one thing.
Big thing, fam. You hear me?
And I'm not even saying about what he's gonna say. I'm saying, is there that path where you can go and even talk to him about it? Forget what he's gonna say. Can you even go talk? Can you even go and talk to him? I can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay, wait.
It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable.
It's the thing, exactly. A matter of comfortability. Like we just made clear that we feel uncomfortable, and like obviously there's general masses of youth. They feel uncomfortable going to the imam and speaking to him about these particular sort of things. So like, is it because they're not making us feel comfortable to do this?
No, I can't even blame them. I can't even blame them, to be honest.
Well,
I'm not saying this.
The blame is on them. A bit of the blame is on them. That's 100%.
A little bit.
100%.
But I think it's more to do with the community. I think it's more to do with the community. Even the community I'm in right now, we get imams, right? Obviously, imams, they leave, they come, so on. Sometimes we'll get an imam, and then 6 months later, they'll say, we're not happy with him, blah, blah, blah. But the whole process of employing the imam, because let's be honest, in the UK, being an imam of a masjid is employment, isn't it? You're working here, you get paid, that's how it works. And that's your full profession, like you're leading salah 5 days, five times a day. Now, they have to sit there before they give that person the job and say, and see what his views are, and is he let's be honest, last time your local imam was appointed, how many youth were sat in that meeting? None. Right? Because they're not interested. For our masjid is, can he speak Bengali? Yes, sign him up. Do you see what I'm saying?
There's always some guy from back home, man.
Yeah, exactly. So I kind of understand that. Do you know why though?
And that's the problem, don't it? He's from if the imam or sheikh or whatever,
he doesn't understand this.
And he doesn't. Exactly. Yeah, because he's gonna be like porn. He's gonna be like, you probably obviously heard about it. Not that stupid. He probably knows about it from there out there, innit? Come on.
Do you think like the sort of community leaders, whatever, in these like whether it be the Bengali community, Pakistani community, Somali community, whatever, like they're thinking, okay, the majority of people in our Jamaat are elders, so let's just go for someone that appeals to us. Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah, it could be, but at the same time, like I said, we can't be armchair critics and say, we can't say that, it's the community's fault. Like, you could also say, how many youth are asking to be in that meeting? True, innit? How many youth are? How many youth are saying, do you know what? If there's a new imam coming, please let me be in that. They're not gonna say no, don't come. They're gonna say, okay, yeah, come. Of course, I'll see.
But anyway, like,
you've been in these sort of meetings, haven't you?
I've been in one or two, but there was only certain questions I could ask. Like, I asked.
No, but how much? Like, you see the final judgment.
It was based on. Let me tell you what the process was. The guy came. He gave a little speech, like an Islamic speech reminder kind of thing, and then he recited the Quran just to see what his recitation's like. And then afterwards, they just clarified like conditions, like this is what you would be expected to do. You'll get a day off on that day, so you can go on, London or wherever you want to go, and that was it. That was it.
What was your sort of input in this? Are you just like an observer, or
huh?
are you just an observer, or what?
Yeah, I was just one of the observers, and then I got to ask him questions privately. But let me tell you the problem here. 4 or 5 months down the line, no one's taking fatwa off him. Why? Because they realize that he follows a different methodology.
Yeah.
Right? Now, they're all saying, oh, we need to sack him, we need to get rid of him, and this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, hold on a second, you lot had an interview with him.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
What was the question like?
Where was the questions then?
That's what I'm saying to you.
Do you see what I'm saying?
That's mad.
But again, at the same time, our community leaders,
Yeah.
we appoint community leaders based on, how many restaurants they own and how wealthy they are and what society, how their position in the society, which is obviously wrong. But yeah, should we end it there?
Like, just before you end it, obviously, like, see exactly, like, they're not. I don't think they're approachable though, man. Wallahi, it's just as simple as that. It's just the age gap as well, innit? Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, and it's just they're not exposed to them things there, so they're not done it. Let's be honest, innit? So I reckon let's say I don't know, like 15, 20 years down the line, yeah. Like,
but there is like
15, 20 years down the line, I reckon it'll be a bit different though, because obviously those imams, hopefully,
no,
inshallah,
it
they
could be the same thing all over again, man. Like, really.
I don't know, but,
but how do you know?
Wallahi, but as an imam though, okay, 15, 20 years down the line, yeah. I don't know. You've definitely been exposed to porn a lot more than the previous imams, innit? So you know what it's like. Do you know what I'm saying? You've been through it.
Okay.
If you've not been through it, you know what's been like, because obviously.
But could it not be? No, but one
Then obviously you know.
No, but 1 second.
Come on, like, you know.
But think about it like this.
You have to deal with it.
No, but look, think about it like this. In that case, we're gonna become the elders. Like you're gonna say.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just appealing to us. What about the youth? Like you get what I'm saying. It could be another cycle.
That's what I'm saying to you. I don't know, man.
You see where I'm coming from? Though?
There'll be a difference. Obviously, they're going to be dealing with different things.
Different things as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. And another thing is, how many, like, obviously where I live here, there's not, how many people born and brought up in England, are going to be willing to travel there now? Or even in
Travel. What do you mean?
like, for example, if you, like, say outside of major cities, so for example, you've got London, Birmingham, Manchester, main cities, right, Bristol, and if there are certain people, say growing up in London, right?
Yeah.
And he's born and brought up in London, good imam, born and brought up here. Is he going to be willing to travel to, say, Manchester or Bristol, and getting paid £250, £200, right? When someone from back home is willing to do that. There's someone from back home, they don't have anywhere to live here. They're not attached to any place. They don't have family here. So they're going to be willing to go to, forget another city, they'll go to a little village if they have to and get paid £200, £250. Someone born and brought up here, they got, they're not willing to do that. So that's why we're settling for people from back home. So you, like, who do you blame here? It's a vicious cycle of bunch of people you can blame. You can blame the youth, you can blame the adults, you can blame the community, you can blame the society, you can blame the imam themselves, you can blame the imams, the knowledgeable people that are growing up here because they don't want to get involved in that stuff. So many people, man. I'm gonna shed blame in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's the
In terms of like doing things to sort of like actions that can be taken to make things better, boy, man, I don't know, like to be honest.
No, man, it's not a lot.
It's kinda like
I don't think, you know what? Yeah, I don't
still
think
the
nothing
reality.
you know what the truth is? Yeah, I don't think a lot's gonna change in it. Let's just keep it real. Like. I don't know, man. I don't know how to. I don't think a lot can change, man.
But I feel like as time progresses, people are becoming more open-minded. Like, people are becoming more open-minded. Like, really, to be honest with you. Like, just generally, like, just even in terms of like gay people. I'm not trying to say like making it halal in the future or nothing like that. But what I'm trying to say is, like, people in general just have become more open-minded to like a range of different things. So like, even like with what you were saying, like in 20 years' time or something. Obviously, that's a long time to wait. Ideally, you don't want to.
But I'm just saying, innit? I'm just saying that obviously you've got change that come tomorrow, innit? So
of course. But like, obviously, when the new imams come in like 20 years or whatever, like they're most likely going to be more open-minded. They're going to be exposed to a lot more things. So like even the issues that the kids may have in that sort of time, they'll be able to sort of tackle it a bit more. If you get what I'm trying to say, they'll be a bit more open-minded. Right now, it's like the elders.
But society changes, man.
These kids nowadays, bro,
Ali Radiallahu anhu says,
different.
Didn't he say, like, don't raise your kids the way you were raised?
Yeah.
Meaning that obviously, when we're older, we're gonna think that we know what the kids want and this and that, but they're gonna be looking at us thinking, But then again, the only thing I think will be different here is there will be change, but I don't think it's going to be as drastic. I think from when we grew up, internet was just coming about, Facebook, social media, and they can't go to the next level now. They can just improve what they've got. I
can't see.
I can't see.
But you're in touch with the world now, innit? Like you're in touch with the whole world. Like how much more can you get? Like,
exactly. What else can you do?
You're saying you never know, innit?
Yeah.
Things could change like that.
Yeah, there's certain things in society that could just change. Like obviously, bare people getting sex changes and all them type of things.
Exactly.
So society, obviously, in regards to being in touch with the whole world.
It could even go the other way, you know.
How do you? What? Just going back to like.
Nah, people. No, but there's people with theories, valid theories, saying that technology is going to come to an end. In terms of knowledge and in terms of resources and stuff like that, will come to an end. There's certain, and even obviously
conspiracy theorist, are we?
Even didn't Einstein have got a quote?
Quite lying.
Now he had a quote in it about he was saying something like, obviously he's talking about world wars and whatnot, but he was talking about World War. I don't know how World War III is going to be fought, but World War IV is going to be fought with sticks and stones.
Who's he, bro? Like, who is he?
Yeah.
Who's
But
this
he-
guy?
he-
like, who's
No, but
who's
he-
he to say that? Like,
But he's
what was it feel, bro? Like, E equals MC squared. What is this? Why is he talking about this?
But he's
Stick to your lane, bro. Like, what's wrong with you?
but he's implying that obviously there's going to be a time when do you know
How
what?
does he know this, bro? Like,
Yeah, but Islamically,
But Islamically,
yeah, but Islamically, do you think that coincides? Obviously, there's going to be a time where there's going to be a madness happening in this world, right?
okay.
So, and there's going to be warfare. Now, I personally don't think there's going to become a time here where people are going to be firing nukes that will blow up the entire world. As in, at the time of I'm talking about like Imam Mahdi. We're not going to go into this topic.
Let's not go into this.
No, we're not going to go into it. No, we're not going to go into it. We're not going to go into it. But I'm saying that's another topic altogether. We're not even going to go into that topic ever.
never.
But I'm saying,
Inshallah, never.
I'm saying. No, but my point here is that obviously when that time comes, it kind of coincides with what he's saying. But that's a topic. That's a different topic altogether.
What Einstein said? Like,
No. But you think about it. I'm not saying that this guy is giving prophecies. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is, back then, some scholars have said that around that time wars will be fought with swords again, like at the time of the Prophet ﷺ.
Yeah.
So he's saying that it will go back to that. Now, how obviously for that to happen, technology will. People aren't going to say, "Oh, we've got a bomb here that can blow up the whole country," but let's get our swords out.
yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But anyway.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Man, I don't really want to get into that.
No, I don't want to. No, but that's a whole topic.
No, let's not even go. Yeah,
No,
you're
let's
right,
never
you're
go
right,
into
you're
that.
right.
Let's never go into that.
But yeah, that's
No, but I guess it is possible for internet to just sort of die. I don't know, man. I'm not really too in touch with technology. Ain't my field, innit? Like, you don't know what that. But yeah, I guess it's possible, bro. I guess it's possible.
But yeah.
So just summarize and just like quick.
Huh?
Summarize.
Summarize.
Yeah, I don't know, because we just like
Oh, yeah, we've been through a lot, bro.
We've been through a lot from like the whole video is like you're going on, obviously.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
videos.
another video anyway, but I'm just
We
saying.
just wanted to talk about the Dawah in
Dawah
general,
in
innit?
general,
Like, how it's
yeah.
just a madness.
Exactly, yeah, and just
Yeah,
what's
I'm
out
just
there
trying to load a bit.
at the moment still. But obviously there's a lot more. There's a lot of things we could talk about. Obviously, we
I'll
can
get
for
it,
that.
I'll get this.
There's too much to talk about.
Yeah, we're just trying to find the email, man. Like, if you people just want to send in your dilemmas and questions and whatnot, just send them over and inshallah we'll just deal with them. Do you know what I mean? Even if you're not Muslim, man, just send it forth, man. Send whatever forth, man. Just talk to us, man. Just interact.
Give us your views, innit? Give us your views, an essay about what you think, if you disagree with us.
I don't know about the essays, man.
Nah,
but just
go in,
yeah,
go
send-
in.
No, yeah, well, I don't know, man. If they feel like writing an essay, let them.
Yeah, no, whatever you want to just send
Whatever
it
they
in.
feel like, innit, man.
Inshallah, we'll just do it. We won't be like them deities that are just trying to get you on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We ain't going to call you up live on show.
There's nothing like
We're
that,
not going to do
nah,
none of that,
nah,
man. We're just going to deal with it, inshallah.
Obviously, the certain things we said we were probably wrong in terms of our views. So tell us, let us know.
There's people out there going,
Yeah, but like, obviously we could potentially be wrong and they could convince us, innit? You know what I mean? So just, you know what I mean?
No, but they might just have their own views on certain things.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean they're right.
No, of course
They'll
not.
prove you wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, the email is mitdpodcast@gmail.com. So if you just want to send everything, then do you want to do that little, what is it? Mother India, they don't know that. Anyone want to do that? Like,
Mother India.
yeah, you know, like, obviously I'm saying MIT. Obviously, mad in the dunya, innit? Come on, you
Mad
people
in
know,
the
innit?
Alright.
So mitdpodcast@gmail.com. And for you slightly slow people out there that don't know how to spell podcast, it's PODCAST. So yeah, just send us your emails, your dilemmas, whatever. Man. Yeah, we got the Twitter as well.
Twitter page,
The Twitter is mitd podcast. So just go on out. Obviously, you see my little lovely face all covered up and that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we got all of that.
Trying to keep it low key.
Yeah, trying to keep it low key, but
You know, people
Also,
gotta come.
hashtag it. If you hashtag MITD podcast, you can obviously write whatever, and we'll reply to whatever we can next podcast. So make sure you hashtag, obviously, because people are writing mad in the dunya for whatever reason. So it needs to be specific to us. So put MITD podcast.
yeah, man, we're saying should we call it?
Call it a day, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's a wrap.